We get in some lovely block ice that are made in West London from a company called Techni Ice. Great guys. So they have measured it out to perfection. So when you do pour the cocktail in it, it rises to the correct level, and when you drink it, obviously it doesn't hit your lips too much. So all those small details behind that block ice.
You're also a 2 Michelin star, right?
Correct.
How is, in terms of your cocktails, in terms of your drinks, how are you different from any other restaurant or bar? What is it that you guys do that gets you that 2 Michelin?
Absolutely.
So can you tell me a little bit about that?
It's the small details. So even going from your ingredients, where you source your ingredients, whether it's locally or whether it's part of Raymond's vision, from whether it's from France or whether it's from where he's been around there. Glassware is obviously a massive thing for everyone. That can be a hit or miss for some restaurants. So we're looking into now some kind of specially made glassware for us that Raymond would like to look into and make sure it's shaped perfectly so it's unique.
Oh, nice.
We think unique does add a lot of value to it. Yeah, having the skill to make a great cocktail, having a shelf full of the best liqueurs.
Could you give me an example? What's your best-selling cocktail, and can you just quickly summarize each of the things that's unique about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe from glassware to... So what is your most sold cocktail, or what is your personal favorite cocktail that you do at the hotel?
I'd say the personal favorite that we do is this kind of tawny style of an old-fashioned. So very simple base. So we have a lovely rocks glass from Riedel. We get in some lovely block ice that are made in West London from a company called Techni Ice. Great guys. So they have measured it out to perfection. So when you do pour the cocktail in it, it rises to the correct level, and when you drink it, obviously it doesn't hit your lips too much. So all those small details behind that block ice. We stamp the ice with our own emblem. So we've got an emblem of the front of the house, which is also on our napkins and in the restaurant, but also a cockerel, which is Raymond's emblem. So it tells a story before you've even drunk it. Very simplistic garnish, just a single maraschino cherry on a really nice little stick. And this is, an old-fashioned, so you've got your bourbon whiskey. We use Eagle Rare. Probably more an executive pouring bourbon than you'd have, but it's one that we just absolutely love, with kind of a bit more kind of spice to it than that sweet kind of corn flavour. With that as well, a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters, maple syrup, once again being a more executive kind of sweetening agent. Instead of a sugar syrup or Demerara, we call them maple syrup. I can imagine this
all in my head right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I want to do right now is take a sip of this.
Yeah. And then we use a really great port. We have a double magnum Bordeaux tawny port from Fonseca. They're 20-year-old. Incredible port. We've used a few ports, but this one was the most rounded, the most nutty, the most kind of these dried fruits. And we just thought for an old-fashioned, a classic old-fashioned is great, but add a bit more of those nutty and dried fruit aromas. It's just a win-win. So we had a small portion of that, stir it down, serve it in that glass with a nice big block ice, and when you receive it, it's the ice that takes you back straight away. It's a wow factor immediately before you've tasted it, and just a really well balanced sit by the fire. Being a French house in Oxfordshire, we have all our fires on, sitting by the fire, drinking that at the end of your meal. It's the perfect digestive.